All right, welcome to this explainer. Let's jump right in. Because today we're talking about a complete style transformation, and it all starts at the back of your head. If you've been chasing that ultimate game-changing hair upgrade, mastering the thick, wavy back hair look is exactly what you need. It's a vibe that completely shifts your aesthetic. But look, getting there isn't just about wishing for it. It takes strategy, biology, and a little bit of discipline. So let's unpack the science of getting that absolutely perfect look.
Okay, kicking things off with Section 1, the hair growth reality. I know exactly how it goes. So many of us get incredibly frustrated. We stare in the mirror hoping for overnight results, and then we're annoyed when our hair hasn't miraculously doubled in length by Tuesday morning. But before we get into the how, we have to ground ourselves in what we're actually aiming for here. Think about your standard, short, tapered back. It's fine, right? It's super common. But compare that to the ultimate goal, the full, thick, wavy back. It just completely changes the hairstyle game. It adds volume, texture, and a totally different level of presence to your overall look. Making that jump, though, requires acknowledging a pretty hard truth.
4 to 6. That is the minimum number of months it takes to actually grow out this back hair. 4 to 6 months of uninterrupted growth. Look, there are absolutely no shortcuts here. If you're looking for some magic serum that works in 2 weeks, you might as well believe in unicorns. We gotta shatter that illusion right now. Achieving this level of growth is a serious commitment, and you've got to mentally prepare yourself for the long haul if you really want that payoff.
Our source material actually hits the nail on the head with a crucial biological reality. It says, "This is biology. Whoever has patience brings the results." And that is the exact philosophy you need to adopt. Hair growth isn't magic. It's strictly biological. It happens on a cellular level, at its own steady pace. If you anchor your mindset in cellular science rather than daily frustration, those 4 to 6 months won't feel like a punishment. It's just a fascinating biological process unfolding exactly how it's supposed to.
Moving right along to Section 2, 4 habits killing growth.
Time for a reality check. Before we can build, we have to audit the exact lifestyle and grooming habits that are actively sabotaging your progress right this second. You might be doing things daily that are literally hitting the brakes on your hair growth. First up, trimming. The impact? It stops your growth track cold. You are literally cutting off the progress you just spent weeks making. Second, low water intake. When hydration drops, your hair roots get structurally weak and growth drastically slows down. Third is low sleep. If you're only getting 5 to 6 hours of shut-eye, your body goes into survival mode. It prioritizes vital organs, not hair regeneration, so your growth is heavily compromised. You've got to bump that to 7 or 8 hours. And fourth, high stress. Carrying around chronic stress physically manifests as increased hair fall and sluggish growth.
But I really want to zero in on the biggest grooming trap of them all, the nape trim trap. This happens all the time. You go to the salon for a quick touch-up, you don't communicate clearly with the barber, and they just automatically clean up your neck and that bottom nape area. Boom, you've just reset 4 months of progress in 4 seconds. No way. As long as you let anyone keep cutting that specific area, the back of your hair will never, ever look full. It is physically impossible. You've got to stop this immediately.
All right, let's fix it. Section 3, the 5-step growth protocol. Let's pivot sharply away from those bad habits. Now that we know what not to do, let's look at an empowering, biology-backed action plan. Step 1, as we just hammered home, is an absolute ban on nape trims. No more cleaning up the bottom. Step 2 is a daily 5-minute scalp massage. You want to focus specifically on the back area, using your fingertips in a firm circular motion. Why? Because this actively forces nutrients to the follicle, it inflows blood flow right to the area, waking up those sleeping roots and telling them to start growing. Step 3 is your topical treatment, castor oil. You need to apply castor oil specifically to that back area twice a week. Now, castor oil gets a lot of well-deserved hype for stimulating growth, but you have to follow this specific instruction. Wash it out after exactly 1 hour. You might be wondering, why not just leave it in all day? Well, because leaving heavy oils on your scalp for too long can severely clog your pores. You want to deliver the active stimulation, let it absorb for an hour, and then cleanly wash it out so your scalp can actually breathe. Moving to step 4, we gotta talk about diet, because external treatments only take you so far. Like we said, hair isn't magic. It's physically constructed out of protein. It's the biological building block. If your internal diet is weak and lacks protein, all the castor oil and scalp massages in the world won't save you. Your body simply won't have the raw materials it needs to manufacture those new, thick strands of hair. So what should you eat? Well, grab a mental screenshot of this grocery list. These are the essential protein sources you need to fuel those follicles. Eggs, curd, or dahi as you might call it, and sprouts. We aren't talking about expensive, exotic supplements here. These are simple, everyday staples. Adding these into your daily diet provides exactly the kind of strong internal foundation your body is begging for to naturally push out thick, wavy hair. And here is step 5. 8. You need to drink 8 glasses of water every single day. It sounds almost too basic, right? But it is critically ignored by almost everyone. Hydration is the anchor for this entire routine. Think of water like a transport system. It carries that protein we just talked about directly to your scalp. If you aren't drinking your 8 glasses, the transport system completely breaks down. Your roots stay weak, and the rest of the protocol just falls apart.
Almost at the finish line, section 4, patience and final styling.
So, you've got the timeline, you know the habits to drop, and you have your 5-step protocol. But now we need to mentally prepare you for the ultimate test of your commitment. Because inevitably, you are going to hit the awkward phase. This right here is the central antagonist of your hair growth journey. Right in the middle of those 4 to 6 months, your hair is going to look like a confused bird's nest. It's not going to look neat, and it's definitely not going to look like that full, wavy back quite yet. This is the crucial test where the vast majority of people just quit and run back to the barber for a trim. I'm telling you right now with some tough brotherly love, do not give up here. Push through the awkward phase. It is a completely normal, unavoidable part of the biological process.
But here's the kicker. Growing it out isn't enough. Do you actually know how to style it? Because think about it. If you wait 6 months, push through the awful, awkward phase, get all that amazing thick hair, but you have no idea how to properly style it, the entire look is wasted. It'll just look unkempt. Getting the growth is only half the battle. Achieving that perfect Pinterest-style finish requires the right styling techniques. And honestly, that is exactly what you need to focus on learning next to truly master this look. So, what's your game plan for styling? Thanks for hanging out with me on this explainer. Keep up the protocol and stay focused on the goal.